Okay. Okay.
I'll die in the moment when it sinks in that it's over. Your voice in the ending, how it faltered, always shaking. For the rest of my life, I'll be blaming myself. I don't think that I can help it. I'll believe it in time that this story is mine. Nothing I can do to change it. My head, my hands, my heart, tell me why they won't let go. My head, my hands, my heart, all I want is to let go, let go. I'm patiently waiting for the day when I won't feel you. I'm steadily breathing. I don't want to, but I need it. For the rest of my life, I'll be blaming myself. I don't think that I can help it. I'll believe it in time that the story is mine. Nothing I can do to change it. When you're inside me, my head, my hands, my heart, tell me why they won't let go. My head, my hands, my heart, my head, my hands, my heart, tell me why they won't let go. My head, my hands, my heart, all I want is to let go, let go. I'm searching for a key to a door that doesn't exist anymore. I used to keep it there by your picture, but now it's face down on the floor. I'm still living by the words that you left me. I keep them right here in my drawer. I'm searching for a key to a door that doesn't exist anymore. Anymore. can't seem to find the space where I left it. It used to be here in my drawer. I'm still living by the words that you gave me. I'm trying to forget they were yours. I'm searching for a key to a door that doesn't exist anymore. Anymore. Searching for a key. Searching for a key. I'm searching for a key to a door that doesn't exist anymore. I used to keep it there by your picture, but now it's face down on the floor. I'm still living by the words that you left me. I keep them right here in my drawer. I'm searching for a key to a door that doesn't exist anymore. Anymore. Ooh,
Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god. This is why we practice these things, guys. Okay, can I get it to play? No, it just plays on my phone. I was scared for a minute. Okay, the actual stream won't start till like soon, but I was actually scared for a legit minute that copyright happened, and I was about to call BS because this is actually a DMCA public domain music that I was using. But
I'm searching for a key to a door that doesn't exist anymore. My bones are shaking, my lungs vibrating, my body is ready now. My mind is healing, the silence can't reach me now. Can't reach me now. I don't really care what it's gonna cost. You can break me down and take me out, 'cause I don't really care. Go ahead and take it all. I don't wanna chase what I couldn't save. You can break me down and take me out, 'cause I don't really care. Go ahead and take it all. It's moving like the wind. I can feel it on my skin. I see it in the sky. I feel it start to rise. Start to rise. I'd be fine by now. Bet you'd be out of my mind. Thought I would forget the sound of your key in the door at midnight. But clearly I was wrong. If you were gone, I wouldn't hear you like a song on repeat. I know I've been better off all alone, or at least I'm trying to be. Why you hanging around like smoke? Tell me, why do I feel in the air, in the car, on my clothes? I still see you in my head everywhere that I go. Why you hanging around like smoke? Why you hanging around like smoke? Tell me, why do I feel you in the air, in the car, on my clothes? I still see you in my head everywhere that I go. Why you hanging around like smoke? Smoke.
Hello, hello? Testing, testing. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Mute that. Alright, testing, testing. Can you hear me better than before? Hopefully. Because I forgot, I didn't even plug in my microphone. So, hopefully, this is way better. So, we're gonna stop that. And we are Sorry, I thought media source meant, whatever plug. I thought it was doing double microphone for a second when it actually wasn't. My computer was just effing up. So, I'm back. And I got everything fixed. But, so basically what I was saying, I had a rough day at work today. I've been absent since Thursday. So I was just like, okay, you know what? Some work would be good. And so it was basically anarchy. Where I work at, I have to deal with a bunch of people all the time. And I need to... Hold up, guys. I'm sorry. My... Okay, there, it's fixed. And no, it's not. Here's the thing. When you do extend displays on the PC, something you have to know, especially when you're using your drawing tablet, is that the interface kind of F's up a bit, like the screen to stylus kind of F's up a bit, and you always have to fix it. And it's a pain in the butt, and usually it's okay, and I don't have to deal with it, but sometimes I have to reconfigure everything, and I didn't test this out before dealing with all that, so enable the ink, no. Mouse, no. Disable. Yeah. There we go. So that should work out just fine. Now let's test that theory out. Okay. We're in business, boys. So today I'm just gonna draw... Oh, no. It's that. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna explain what I'm gonna draw real quick while I fix everything. So, basically, I'm just gonna sketch a few things. You guys can enter and submit things I can sketch. And... Drop frames, whatever. You can submit, like, requests for me to, kind of doodle and sketch. I can't guarantee it will be the best sketches ever, because they will be quicker. And... see how that works out. Nope. Disable everything, maybe that would work. Oh my god, how did I do this last time? I'm very new to the YouTube hemisphere. I'm still learning how to do everything, obviously, and I keep having technical difficulties every time I record or stream. Like, every time I've recorded, and if you look through my Splinter Cell gameplay, like the first gameplay, you see all my technical difficulties. And the next episode, which I'm editing right now, also has a bunch of technical difficulties. But, we all start somewhere. We all gotta start somewhere. We all gotta, start... Everybody starts fresh. Everybody starts, at the bottom. And that's why, these are learning experiences. YouTube, TikTok, any type of social media platform, it's a hands-on learning experience. You can watch videos and tutorials on it however much you want, but nothing beats hands-on experience. And that is kind of what I've learned through using social media, different social media platforms, and like learning what does and doesn't work, what kind of audience I gain, and what kind of stuff they want to see. Uh, Obviously, I'm still a very small person on all my social medias, but I do know what kind of stuff they do like and what kind of stuff they probably don't want to see, especially on TikTok. I know that my audience is more towards the anime side than it is on the goth side, because my original intent was to create, a sort of geeky slash gothy platform on TikTok, but ever since I did like uh at least one or two anime related content videos, I've noticed uh that I have more audience on the anime side than I do on the goth side. And I think it's because goth is more of a niche community than anime is, and anime is a very, very mainstream community these days. So, that's how it be sometimes. That's how it be. Disable nib. Let's see if this works. It kinda works. I'm gonna try and do. No, actually, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna see if it has something to do with the window specifically. Window display resolution on. Nope. Advanced display settings, display number 2. No. Okay, so we're gonna do something very dumb. We're probably not gonna animate like my original intent. We're going to, oh my gosh, it's okay in the middle. It's just when I go to the side, it messes up. And it's not because of my tablet. I know that for sure. It's definitely how the screen is displayed. Because if you look at Krita right here, and you know what? This is information you guys need to know when downloading different art stuff. Krita, like, this is the Krita display right here. But it doesn't normally look like this. Because my tablet screen is smaller than my actual laptop screen, everything is kind of squished down to fit that screen for some reason. And I don't know why it does that, because I feel like it should kind of how I have it set up should transfer sizes. So I'm gonna try to fix it somehow. But if I can't get it to fix, I'm gonna try, mouse sketches, and we can do just shitty mouse sketches while we chat. Okay, here we go. Scale and layout for revert. Scale and layout. Okay. Okay. I have no idea what just happened. And it still didn't fix what I did. Hey, I'm gonna lose my audience because of this. see. Okay. Display resolution. I swear. Okay. Did it fix anything? It seemed to have fixed. It actually seemed to have fixed it. I don't know how this happened, but I somehow fixed it by doing BS. Okay. By changing the resolution. We're in business! Hooray! Amazing. Okay. We're getting to it. Okay, so I'm just gonna... No! Oh my god. Oh, I know what I did. I'm dumb. Okay. Enable nib. Let's see what happens. Yes! Okay. We're in business, boys. Okay, so I know that some of you may have come from the Lupin server I'm in. I'm not sure if you guys are. I know that one of you are just a friend of mine. But you're still special, and I love you very much. Alright, so this is gonna be so weird. Oh, that's fine. What happened? Okay. So I'm just gonna draw a Lupin sketch because I have it down by heart how to draw this stinky monkey man. That sounds really bad out of context. If anybody watches this in the future, please don't cancel me. He literally, I just look up Lupin the Third. You know what I mean. All right. A woman in STEM. Yep. I'm a computer scientist, y'all. Alright. Oh, here's a better explanation. I'm talking about a white man. There you go. No. Lupin is stinky and you should say it. Actually. Yeah, he is a very, very stinky man. And for some reason I kin him, but I don't kin his freaking... How do you explain it? I don't condone his actions, but I love his personality. There you go. Oh man. So we have this. I have to say, ever since I've seen this Lupin smirk right here, it has changed everything about my art. If you see my avatar right now, and if you go on my Instagram, if you're on my Instagram and you actually like look at my art, you can tell when I learned to draw the smile and how I incorporated it into basically almost every single drawing I have drawn, even for like characters who aren't inherently mischievous. I have incorporated in there. I'm just like, oh, that's a cute smile. I didn't know it had like an actual meaning, like it in anime anyway, that it's supposed to mean mischievousness. So I made like my shy or characters or like my generally nice characters look more evil than they actually are, and I think it's hilarious. Yep. The power of 3 is strong indeed. Yep. A little bit about my art style, of course, is I used to draw in a very anime style. Like, I feel like a lot of people my age and even younger artists, for context, I am 24, turning 25 this year. I feel like a lot of artists, my age and younger, have started using anime. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. What the? Okay. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. In fact, it's okay for you to start with anime. I think, like, learning how to draw people first is kind of BS. Because imagine telling that to, like, a 7-year-old, like, oh, your stick figure is nice, but you should learn how to draw people. Like, no. We all, again, as I said before, we all start somewhere, and art, again, is a very hands-on experience, and if you start with anime, you start with anime. Though, I will say this, it is important for a lot of people to kind of learn a bit about anatomy. I obviously don't use it too much because I'm more of a cartoonist, but if you're doing more realism, and you're like, it also applies to anime too, because most anime have more realistic movements to their characters and how they walk, how they move, and the activities they do. Anatomy is very useful for that. So, educate yourself, but don't shame yourself. There you go. Educate yourself, but don't shame yourself for not knowing the things you know now. There you go. I guess I didn't really have to do that, question mark, but you know what? We are good. I am too in here and do it into the face. As you will see later, how I actually draw these characters and how I animate them look totally different. I think when I first started animating for the project I'm in right now, which is the Castle Cagliostro Reanimated, I was trying to go for more of a Koiki style, while incorporating my own style, which I think it kind of worked, but I don't like the execution too much. But I feel it's also too late for me to restart my parts, because the leader of the Discord I'm in, who's running this project, has extended the due date up until June. But I'm way too far in what I'm doing right now to actually restart everything. But I think the next time I take on a project, I'm just going to do my own thing. I don't know why I chose Koiki, because it's a very clashing tone with the movie. And I think that part's very important. That's just me talking, because I am very interested in film as well, and storytelling, and how the visual media tells a story. And I took one film class, so I like to pretend I'm an expert, a dude bro expert. Watch the Feet Man's movies. I don't know, Pulp Fiction, watch that. That's a great inside joke. Excuse me. Very much how you draw your characters in a movie can determine, or an animated movie specifically, can determine, what the tone of the movie will be. If you see Ghibli movies, Miyazaki has a very soft style, and Miyazaki did animate the movie we're reanimating right now. It's a very soft and cozy style, has a very whimsical feeling to it, which matches his perfectly, but it also like the art style also kind of alters depending on the movie to kind of fit with its more serious tones. If you compare Totoro to, let me think. If you compared like Totoro to freaking Princess Mononoke, there's a slight difference on how the characters are animated. However, it is in the end all the same style, and another thing about Miyazaki's style is that he has a very realism look at the world around him. Like the world itself is more grounded and more detailed. So there you go. If you look at Totoro, freaking I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember and pull everything out of my head. Spirited Away. The details in all the backgrounds and all the characters kind of add to the grounded feeling of everything. There's a very huge attention to detail. But if you look at more of his like fantasy films that don't really take place in real life, I feel like it's very toned down compared to his other films that take place in like, I don't know, modern day Japan or in a town setting. Oh, hey Ashlyn, how are you? She is more of an expert on the Ghibli films. You can ask her. She's the expert. I just watch Howl's Moving Castle and go, ooh, pretty. Alright. Which color jacket should I give him, guys? Like, I personally love the green color jacket. It's not because of the mood. It's nothing deep. It's not the mood of, like, whatever part. Oh no! The audio's cutting out? Oh, I'm getting, like, oh. That's because my internet's down. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can fix it somehow. 30 frames per second. Oh, no. This is why you need to listen. I want to listen to my own stream so bad, but my problem is, another thing you should know about me is I have ADHD, and so I get distracted really easily. Like, I can get distracted by the sound of my own voice. It is dumb. What did I click? Oh, no. Click out of that. There we go. Where's the, Yeah, I'm still fixing it. What's happening? Thank you for telling me, though. I love knowing these things. Why is it doing this? No. Oh, are you kidding me? It sounds good on my end. I'm listening to YouTube through my phone right now. It sounds good to me, so it might be on your end. but my computer's also telling me that it's experiencing issues. I wish I could change how I'm doing the stream. I tried doing a low latency, but obviously that that didn't help at all. Okay, well, the recording will be up later, and hopefully the I forgot to press record on my end, so it might still sound laggy later. Never mind. Next time, I'll make notes. Why? Okay, well, I'm just gonna continue, and the recording will be up later. Okay. Anyway, what color jacket should I do? There's the red one, the blue one, the pink one, and the green one. As I was saying, my personal favorite is the green one. And it's nothing deep, like, oh, the feeling of the anime in general. It's just purely because I love the color and I think it looks good on him. But which color should we give this boy? Yup, that be neurodivergence for you. Yeah, it makes things very hard for me when I'm recording a video because I get super hyper focused in the game. I think that's a problem for some people too, but I'll forget, oh yeah, I'm recording a video. I should talk. With that being said, I do believe that this next video, I have improved a little bit. The length of the video is still very long. The first video, which was just the tutorial level of the game I was playing, was 40 minutes long. And mostly because I didn't cut as much. But I'm also afraid for this video because this one is also ending up being like more than 40 minutes long, despite me making major cuts to it. It's like 3 to 4 hours of gameplay that I have chopped down to 40 minutes. And my parents keep telling me it should be a smaller time frame and maybe a 10-minute video. But that's really hard when you're when you have 4-hour recording and the game requires you to take everything slow and easy. I feel like I should have picked a different game for my first gameplay because the game I play, which is Splinter Cell specifically, is pretty old and not very how do I explain this? I'm losing words. It has a very niche fandom at the moment. But if I had to... the game itself is part of a Tom Clancy series. Like, it's probably familiar to you. Tom Clancy is the... What was his name again? He did all the crime and detective books. It was like, with all those ghostwriters. I don't know. The name will come to me, but he's basically that guy of the side genre. Okay. But, oh man. I hope you guys are having a lovely week, by the way. I'm trying to. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm very, I won't lie, I'm very burnt out. I didn't even get a break over the weekend. I think a small break was, I went to a local con in my town. But it was such a small venue, and there were so many people there, I could only stay there for an hour. But I think that's okay, because I spent a whole lot of money, and now I'm broke until my next paycheck, so yay. But I got a lot of cool stuff. I got some Tokyo Pop manga, actually. Let me pull it up real quick. It's called Dragon Knights, and I don't know if oh wait, the guy who's writing was so accurate to real life that it genuinely frightened people. Gotcha. I don't know if you're referring to Tom Clancy or the other guy. I think it's Tom Clancy, but I agree. There you go. But the manga is called Dragon Knights, and the cover of it looks like it was drawn by a middle schooler. Very big eyes and stuff, if you look it up. But when I look inside, because it doesn't look that bad, and I'm not sure if it's because art style just doesn't look good in color, because the art inside the book is in black and white. So when I picked this manga up and looked on the inside of the artwork, I was just like, oh, it's not that bad, but the cover looks horrible. Tokyo Pop, you did this manga dirty. Or maybe the artist did themselves dirty, I don't know. I feel like the artist might have done themselves dirty. It depends if it's a Tokyo Pop original or if it's from a different manga company released in America via Tokyo Pop. But I plan on reading it. Apparently there's an anime based on it, according to the person who sold it to me. I have the first 4 volumes. It cost me a pretty penny. Oh my god, for a Tokyo Pop manga. But, I was just like, I'll give it a shot, and I'll probably never see Tokyo Pop manga again for a very long time, so bragging rights. A very low bragging rights, but bragging rights nonetheless. Maybe another stream I can review it, or maybe review it on my TikTok, I'm not sure yet, or on YouTube. Man. Sideburns, you son of a bitch. You'll just have very fuzzy sideburns that peaks on the side of your cheek. Do. You can't do that. Oh yeah, I am writing a comic called Down in the Garden. It's not posted yet, so don't try to go looking for it. There will be more posted later about it eventually, once I get everything started. But I started writing it. The idea came to me last year when I was coping with stuff. Mari, you know this, but it started out as a Beauty and the Beast type of thing, but it kind of It evolved. It evolved into a Thumbelina story, which, you know what, I think is okay, because we don't get enough of those. Thumbelina is very underrated. Don't get me wrong though, I still love me a good Beauty and the Beast style story. It is my favorite One of my favorite all-time classic fairy tales, not just from like Disney, but in general. Um, some classic Beauty and the Beast. God damn it! Some classic Beauty and the Beast movies are really pretty. There's a newer French version that got released in America around the same time as the live action adaptation of the Disney movie, which I think is poor timing because it looked like a knockoff of the Disney version when I first looked at it. But I actually watched the movie. It's a French original movie. It was really pretty. I actually prefer that movie to the live action adaptation of the Disney version. I need to find it actually. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it. You guys will search with me. Oh God, you guys see my name. Okay. Oh wait, no, you don't. You don't, cause do you? Do? No, you don't. Okay, I'm just being dumb. Okay. Done. Dad. Oh, yeah. Done. Can I? No. Done. Okay, there we go. That's what I was waiting for. Okay, so let's see. Beauty and the Beast Friend Live. And I did not spell 2014. Yes. That's the one. 2014. It is a very... God, you can see my emotions. It is a very interesting film. Where is it? Load. It's a very interesting film, and like in terms of what's actually in it. There's like a bunch of CGI. And I think that's my least favorite part of the movie, that there's just a bunch of CGI monster puppies. And it's not there for any specific story reason, it's just... Yes, it's this one. This right here, this is the version I like a lot. Now you know what it is. Beauty and the Beast French live action 2014. Yeah. La Belle et la Bête. I probably butchered that so bad. Lupin would slap me. What other fairy tale do I don't have, like, I'm indifferent about fairy tales, except for Beauty and the Beast, obviously, but, I used to be obsessed with them, like the old Grimm fairy tales and stuff like that, and that was definitely big, like, hugely influenced by Disney, obviously, but, like, when I look at them by themselves, like, away from Disney and away from all that, I just wasn't the biggest fan. I don't know why. It wasn't my cup of tea. My bigger cup of tea as far as like stories and reading books goes is mystery. I like mystery books, specifically classic mystery books like Sherlock Holmes, Perrault, and Gaston Leroux. Uh, more more stinky French people. Let's go. But um, Gaston Leroux, who wrote Phantom of the Opera, actually wrote more mystery novels, and the reason for that is because he was a lawyer, but his real passion, his real passion in life was writing. I can write, Dad. That's basically his backstory. I can be a writer too, Dad. They're interesting. They're interesting. I highly suggest if you're a fan of the Phantom of the Opera musical that you at least read the book once. It's a totally different feel, totally very more on the horror / mystery side than romantic, which, oh god, imagine if it was more on the romantic side. But actually no, we already get to imagine that. We got the musical. But you really get more of an insight into the Phantom's like backstory and why he's so tortured, and it's not because of his his deformity has a lot to do with it, but the past behind it and how he got it is what's more haunting than his deformity. Because I believe, if I remember the book right, he used to be a spy veteran specifically, and I only assume, again, I'm trying to remember the book correctly, it's been a hot minute, but I believe he got it never explains, but it's implied that it's a version in the book, which is the book's equivalent to Madame Giry from the musical. Madame Giry fills in the role for the Persian, which I think is kind of BS. But he's a detective from Persia, I believe, and that's where the Phantom was wanted. What was his name? Adam? I believe it was no, I'm remembering Beauty and the Beast again. F me. But quick group. Okay, there we go. Let me add a little spice. I think I'm just gonna make him green again. That's my favorite color. Leave me alone. But oh my god. But he was wanted in Persia. There's a theme. I just noticed something. There is a huge theme in detectives stalking different Frenchmen in stories. There's a thing. You have Les Mis, you have Phantom of the Opera, you have not even just Lupin in anime, but Lupin in his own original story, where detectives are really obsessive in French mysteries. What the... What? that everybody in France has a Zenigata. That everybody just has a Zenigata. No, let me draw. Oh, it's because of this. Okay. Everybody in France has a Zenigata, y'all. It's canon. You just go to France and everybody's accompanied by a Zenigata. That's just a thing. Why is it oh, you just gotcha. Oh, my lonely little... I want to say... Beep. double that. Let's see, Lupin. He switches from like brown hair to freaking black hair all the time. Dark brown. Where's my bucket? Oh, this is gonna look ugly. Okay. It's gonna look ugly at all. I hate that. Okay. Rip the band-aid off. Rip it off. Get it off. Okay. Shit, skin's my least favorite thing to do. Even white skin. It's like difficult to... Why are you like this? Oops. You're just my cursor is glitching the freaking the fuck out. Yeah. Skin's my least favorite thing to do. I'm just choosing a bunch of different colors. It's never consistent. I'm too lazy to paint. I want to tell people something. Fuck the people on TikTok who say pin dropping is the paint drop thing is the most accurate thing. It is not. I have used this tool. You can't see it because of the damn cursor, but this tool right here, I have used it on multiple reference photos. Multiple. And it is never accurate because of the shadow, because of the, the contouring of the face, like, is there makeup on it? The lighting. You need to go to, like, directly to a concept source that does not have anything. It just plain solid color. And that's how you get... I just realized I forgot to color his other sideburn. But yeah. I will figure that out later. But picking a skin color is hard in general. What my art teacher has taught is there's you have to pick this specific orange, not orange, red, white, and yellow. Those specific colors. And you mix it and mix it and mix it and mix it. I wasted so much paint in that class. So much paint. You have no idea how much paint if I just picked the right color I needed from the store. So much money on so much money down the drain, literally, for maybe a third of the painting. What was that? I was looking for the blending tool. But yeah, my method is stupid. I just pick different shades that look like skin, and then kind of paint bucket it until and mix the colors until I am happy with how it looks. Again, that's what you do with paint, but this doesn't cost money. Paint costs money. But yeah, don't paint drop a reference photo, please. Again, methods. There's so many methods. Look for official reference photos that don't have all the lighting and stuff on it. Where is this dumb thing at? Guys, I am off the ball today. Okay, so if I just do this, boop boop. Okay, there we go. So, witness me for 20 minutes figure out what I like. Actually, I don't know. I almost like it, but you're going down here, boy. No. I need to... The graveyard side? I don't... This is a Jigen color right here. Animators be like, gray is personal color. I think I'll stick with the middle right here that I just mixed because I actually kind of like it better than the other I'm looking at right now. Oh, are you kidding me? Fucking... Okay. And then I picked this for the nose. There you go. And then his eyes is just black. There you go. Okay, jacket color. I said it was gonna be green. I need to paint rub this. Coloring is literally my least favorite thing about doing anything art related in the digital realm. I love coloring I have mixed feelings about coloring, actually. I just told you about paint. Paint is a pain in the ass. But when I'm using, like, colored pencils and stuff, colored pencils, I prefer the, or markers, I prefer the, not physical, because this is technically physical, too. I hate that. Oh, my green goblin over here. The, traditional. There you go. Traditional. In terms of coloring, I prefer traditional. Unless it's painting. Like painting. But, I really like the sketching process more than anything because I feel more free. Because then you run into problems like this where I just gotta deal with a paint bug. Man. And you'll guys see, like, after this, if nobody has, like, any requests for me to draw that what was it? Yellow? His tie was yellow. I don't know. We're making up a new shirt for him. This is fine. This is fine. And I don't like that straight black or super gray, so let's see. Oh, this is kind of okay. This is okay. It needs more flair. Definitely needs more flair. You know what? Let's bedazzle his suit. How about that, guys? You want to bedazzle his suit? You want to put sparkles on it? I'll wait for an answer before I go ahead and do that because it's going to take a minute. I was coloring his sideburn skin color. Or, well, technically skin color. I don't know. That was not hair. Bruh. Once their colors. How bad? Oh god. I made a joke with somebody once, and I'm not sure if you follow, like, I'm not sure if you are on Instagram and follow specific, like, people on Instagram, but I told one of the main Lupin meme pages, like, who was asking the questions, why do people find Lupin hot? And I'm like, it's because he looks like a Tumblr sexy man. Now, let that sink in for a minute, because I am not wrong. I just realized how really light his hair is, and I hate it so much. It needs to be on the cusp of black. I can't... Wait a second. No. What is my... This is the kind of shit you get, guys. Cause that's perfect. I love everything about this. God, that, and I also hate everything about the... Well, he's stuck with light brown hair now. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy. This is just practice because I have to go fix the dumb animation I was doing. The janky ass Jigen smoking animation. Oh my god. I kind of want to draw the one-star hat on him now. Just because I think it would be funny. Okay, so there he is, happy-go-lucky boy, but he needs a little flair. He's very flat. That was the word I was looking for forever ago. Flat. He looked flat. And I did the dreaded, this is how I do. I just merge everything. Anyway. Get rid of this. Get out of here. I swear, guys, usually when I'm on top of everything, there's like, I know where I paint bucket my layers. I'm just very distracted and very tired. For people who are late to the stream, I'm just... So basically, I had a rough day at work. Oh yes, he would kin the Onceler. You know what? Guys, I have an idea. You're gonna hate me for this. People watching in the future, you're gonna hate me for this. But yeah, I had a rough day at work. I was out for a few days. And I was just like, you know what? I should be refreshed, kind of, even though I had a doctor's appointment and an emergency operation. But you know what? I should be okay. I was wrong. I was horribly wrong. I want to cry. I was an hour late getting off of work. Where am I? I was an hour late getting off of work. Which, you know, to some people, it's boo-hoo. I'm there like 25 hours after work. But I was already feeling burnt out from the week. I already want to call out the next day, but you know, I'm not going to do that because they need me. I'm not going to go too much into detail about my work because I don't know if people at my job are watching, but or will be watching. And also, you know, to kind of put things into perspective, some of the parties I work with need their privacy legally. So, there's that. But yeah, a bunch of people were out sick with like COVID, and I was surprised the place was still open. So it was just me and one other guy taking care of everything. I was in work an hour longer than I was supposed to be, and it was just anarchy. It was absolute anarchy, and I hated it so much, and I already want to call out, as I said before, but you know, they need me, so I'm not going to do that, and I also hate myself, which is why I'm not going to do that. Oh, but can I be? I'm just doing comes naturally. How bad can I be? Do. But yeah, I might actually just do it Friday, but it depends on how me and the other guy do. Until then, because again, even then I have mixed feelings, because again, I'm broke from con, and I kind of need the mini. Oops, I forgot. There we go. There we go. This is... I actually should have probably looked at a reference on what his hat looks like. But I'm gonna do something else now. I need to... fuck me. What's this? I need to group... Oh, this is the same thing as before. What's wrong with me? Anyway. What did I do? I'm doing this. Lock the alpha. And we're gonna go to some sparkles. How bad it can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be? Do. How bad can I be? Just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be? I don't know the rest of the song. I have not seen the Lorax in forever, and I think it's because I was blocking it out of my head and I just hated it for some reason. I'm in the group that hates that movie, but it's not because of I have any nostalgic feelings for it. I never read the Lorax. I just hate it to hate it. I felt Once I feel indifferent about the Onceler. So, Sparkle? Oh, that's Eraser. What? Oh, I see the problem. It was not... There we go. Sparkle. You know what I did watch as a kid, though? And what should be a Tumblr sexy man? I watched Thomas the Tank Engine movie, The Magic Railroad or something, that had people in it, and they had the conductor, his brother, and I feel like they should have been Tumblr sexy men. Just because I feel like they meet the... Well, they're not evil per se. They're not evil. So they don't meet that qualification. But, he needs sunglasses now. He's just the once... Well, he doesn't have emo hair. Never mind. He's not the onceler, but... Another layer can have sunglasses. But, I feel as far as, looks go... I feel like they would qualify under it. They don't have the top... That's not Sir Top Hat Dude. But I really feel like... he should have been Tumblr 6. Just cause... I need to rewatch the movie to remember why I feel that way. That movie was so weird, though. That movie had no business, having family drama. I think Willem Dafoe was in it. That movie had no business having Willem Dafoe. I don't remember this. Again, I don't remember anything specific. I think the main teenager chick in that movie was played by, what's it from The New Girl? I forgot her name. But she plays, every manic pixie girl in everything. I'm drinking Sprite, hang on. Willem Dafoe was her dad. They had, for some reason it had, family drama, there was a divorce or something, and so It's a kids movie. Why are you adding drama? Why are you adding that kind of drama to it? And also, one of the trains were straight up trying to kill other trains for some reason just because they weren't diesel trains. That's kind of racist. Oh no, I'm in the red! Can you all still hear me? I'm in the red! The internet sucks, you know? I'm gonna drink more Sprite while I wait for a response. I hear that I'm like a minute behind, for the latency for some reason. But yeah, the movie is like, for what, 5-year-olds? The demographic is like 1 to 2-year-olds, and you're putting like divorce and murder. Oh. I also kind of want to know how my microphone is, because I know a major problem with my streams or my video recordings is that my microphone isn't quite loud enough, but I feel it. People tell me that, but I also feel like it's because I don't project loud enough. Um, but I think I'm kind of improving because I've been taking a speech course in college, and oh yeah, you can hear me, yay! But I've been getting like speech classes in college, and I do stutter still and pause a lot and go and a lot. But as far as projection goes and speaking, like to keep talking goes, I feel like I've improved greatly, because a lot of time, like before this, like on my test streams and even my first like gameplay YouTube video, I don't say a lot, but I do have a lot to say in the next video that I'm editing currently. Anyway, here's your one slur, very shitty one slur Lupin. I think that's good for. I think that's a good first test sketch. I'm gonna post this in the server, but first I'm gonna change the size. The width of this is gonna be. To get 5. No. It's gotta be 4? Maybe? Let's test this out. Oh god. No. So 4, 5. Okay, so I can move him this way. I'll put this in the Lupin servers I'm in. That'll be great. Let's see, what else can I do? I can edit the size one more time to just 700. He's perfect, good. And you guys can see my reaction pictures that down? No. I don't even know. Okay. Oh, there we go. No. 6. 6? Maybe. 600. Oh my god, why? Okay, so we're gonna move you up. Okay, that's the perfect size, actually. And I am going to save this as a PNG. You guys get to see my dumb stuff. Oh, let me change the... There you go. How bad can I be? I mean, come on. Who doesn't trust this face? It's beautiful. Oh, you know what? You guys want to know something funny? And I sent that video to one of my friends, but I saw a clip of the Universal ride for, you know, their Lupin promotion when Part 5 came out, and also Lupin the Third, the First, was coming out. So, like, it was it was, like, Universal's theme of the year. They had One Piece. I was there when they did Minions, and that was... that was fun. I mean, it wasn't horrible because the Minions only came out during Parade, but there was so much Minion merch. It was dull. Why am I doing a new thing? I just need to open what I was doing before. Where? Oh, wait. I put it in videos. Dope. But, I was there when they did Minions, but they did Lupin, and... Oh no, my computer's chugging. Okay. They did Lupin, and they had a ride for it. Like a VR ride. I think it's like one they switch out in theme parks depending on whatever like is trending at the time. Like, I think in America they had like the Hulk ride and the Spider-Man ride, but it was with a VR. But they switch it between them, and I think it's something else now. I'm not sure. But in Japan, the basic premise of the ride is that Lupin and Jigen basically kidnap you. Like, they're disguised as something. They rip off their disguises. They're like, okay, you're in for the ride now. We're running from the cops. You're just here with us. And so... they basically kidnap you and run from the police. That's the premise of the ride. And it is beautiful. I love that premise. But also, I would be afraid to ride in the car with them because we all seen how they drive. Why is it light mode? What the hell? My eye, actually, no, not my... this is another thing I hate about Kurta, is that especially when my thing is resized to this dumb BS, where's the settings? Dockers. It takes the view away from your drawing, whatever you're drawing, and it shrinks like your space to draw, and I don't like it. I get why it's there, and I get why they don't want you to shrink it, but I can grow it, but I can't shrink it past a certain point, and I don't like it. I can do it with the other side. Oh, I guess not. There's a minimum and maximum, and I just don't like that this doesn't resize with the screen. Otherwise, it's fine. It's an okay free drawing app. It has a lot more to offer than most free drawing apps. Procreate is okay. I know most of my friends use Procreate, and I'm not sure how many of you people out there use Procreate. It's an okay app, but the animation function is left to be desired, and their brushes are okay. However, their like canvas size is very limited, and and you can't resize it as you, at least the last time I used it before like huge updates. I couldn't, what was I looking for? Onion skins. I couldn't resize the canvas like how I wanted, so I needed to preemptively pick what I wanted, so to speak. So I want to show you guys some BS that I'm working on. You see some BS and why this is taking me longer than it should. You see this BS? First of all, there's residue everywhere from when I was drawing and, drawing and tweening and erasing. There's still residue here from that. I have no idea what happened. There's a shadow Jigen here, looking like he's about to assassinate him, and it's on the same layer as the animation. Excuse me. And I saved it when I merged everything, because that's what I do. I like to merge everything. And I didn't realize there was a shadow Jigen. He wasn't even there until after I saved it, and after I started, like, fixing things. It was playing the animation, right? And then, after, like, everything rendered and everything saved, this popped up. And I try going back to, like, find a way to go to a previous save, but I can't do that, and it's annoying. There can only be one Jigen. I love that. It's annoying. So I have to go back and manually erase everything. And it sucks so much. But what I do, in case for you Krita users out there, there's a tool you can actually use. If I can scroll down to it. Was it this tool? No. It was actually this tool. This tool. And it's a basic tool, but it gets the job done. It gets the job done, and I appreciate it a lot. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be erase. There you go. Get out of here. I love that. Do. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Trying to fix all my mistakes, which is why this is taking so long to finish my part. And also life, and also school, and also depression, but oh man. Just a mix of, no wait, what did I do? I didn't select it. I don't know why I'm looking up at my other screen of where the stream is instead of looking down at my thing. I've gotten so used to looking up at my screen that I feel like if I had to replace my tablet with like one of those basic tablets without a screen, I do fine. But it's also annoying when I'm doing things like this and I catch myself doing this. Even now as I speak, I'm looking up at the stream version of that's probably how I messed up my Lupin last time. That's probably how I messed him up last time. Yo. I'm not crazy. I'm just distracted. What did I do? This is probably what happened. You know what? Doing that. This is what happened. Oh no. I mistakened. That's probably what happened. I was in the room when it happened. Oh, I'm seeing like Hamilton Fresno when it comes, and I am excited. They become one. Oh, yes, they are one. Jigen is now one with his inner demons, and let's see. Anything down at his ass? No. Hand? No. Actually, yes. Do 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 do. Okay. I'm probably gonna stream for like another 30 minutes and then probably end it there for now. Honestly, I really liked doing this though. I need to keep streaming and keep at it on YouTube because I just do one thing once and then give up, and I don't like doing that. Like, I have stickers and stuff. I'm just gonna save this real quick and do all this tedium later, actually. I'm sorry for the people who came for it that wanted to watch his whole Atlas the end. I'm sorry for the people who keep doing it. I'm gonna do a few more lines. But I just wanted to show people this kind of BS that you should watch out for on Krita. Because there's just... I like Krita, again, but it's got its annoying flaws that I don't like. That I'm sure is what turns a lot of people off. And I'm just tapping because there's like, I don't know, for some reason I have to tap it multiple times to make sure it fully erases. And not just like, pressing and moving it. It's actually tapping it. Which is weird. But yeah. The animation function on Krita is weird. And annoying. I wonder if I can just keep like the residue mistakes and just do like a special, take all my clips, mash it together as one, which is what I'm probably gonna do in the first place, and resend it to what was his name, like Corn Sir Leader. I'm probably gonna resubmit it to the leader and give like a sort of like grainy film feeling, like it's grainy and classic, that kind of feel to it, kind of add filters to it. And especially now that I'm using like a new effects app on my PC, which is so much better than what I was using before on my phone. And because every time I try to splice the audio from the videos that we use for our clips, like the music and the talking and stuff, it does a weird skippy thing, and I'm hoping it doesn't like mess with the timing of what I've animated, because I'm going to cry if I'm a few seconds off, even because I have done precise math. I have made sure to do the math on this, like how many frames per second I'm supposed to use, and how many frames exactly it would be if I were doing those frames per second. It's a whole animation is just tedious, and I respect the people who do it and make it look good, because damn, I could never do this as a regular job. And that is... No, I almost erased his body. Oh God, let me erase you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I respect animators very much for what they do and for the entertainment they provide for us for very shit pay, because I in a million years would not accept that pay for such a tedious job, despite, you know, it's doing what I love, but tediously. Because I love to draw, no matter what kind of level I'm on. I'm pretty sure if all I could ever draw was stick figures, I would still love to draw it. It's not even 9:30 yet? Okay, so, now, starting now, 31 minutes. There we go. If my app was bigger, this wouldn't be hard. But yeah, I enjoyed doing this stream. This actually helped me calm down from from the day. So I think I'm gonna do more chill streams like this, just playing, I don't know, Cookie Run or Minecraft, or like drawing or working on my comics or something, and you know, just talking with you guys, because this is fun. This is fun, and again, more experience. Anyway, I say I'm lazy, but there's a quote that I love to use all the time. Work smarter and not harder. Like, there's so many, like, you can work hard. Hard work is important, you know, for us to build character and all that junk. But if there's a way to, it also helps us learn how to do things easier. Like, if there is a way, a shortcut way that doesn't fuck up with your process and helps you be more efficient, it's working smart. I mean, there is a way to work. There is a way where you can, I feel like people mess that up all the time and they just do it to be lazy. But there are genuine ways to make things easier for yourself. And that's what I've learned with animation, especially. I've watched some animation tutorials because I was originally going to do frame by frame, but then I realized as long as I can go back and fix it later, I can just tween a few things. Sure, it looks janky right now, but if I somehow perfect it and then kind of just like go back over and draw what needs to be drawn in to make it look more natural, I can perfect it and it will be easier. Because I did all this from one drawing, from the first frame. I did all this using the first frame and then just using the select tool and moving his arms and body around. And this, again, despite it looking janky as fuck, I feel like some people would have thought that I did this from a few different drawings. Or maybe they could tell it was just one drawing. But I'm a little proud of myself because I'm not good at animating people. Like, you can see my previous animations where I animated like a ship and some money and it looked somewhat smooth. I did the money frame by frame. There was no tweening or clipping there. I did tween the ship because honestly you just need to move the ship across the screen. But you can do keyframes. I think that's what you have, and then add in the in-betweens later. Yeah, that's basically what I did, but I still did the tweening technique. I feel like I can do like I kind of want to do a frame by frame method though. It's of course the in-betweens, right? And you know, make it look nicer. But yes, working smarter and not harder applies to many things in life. From like your job to your housework, and what the did I just do? God damn it. Hang on. Let me find the Docker for what. Tools, task, tool options. This is not what I'm looking for. Toolbox. Where's my toolbox? Guys, I don't know where the toolbox is. I already effed everything up. So I think I'll be done drawing here. So I'll just, or animating here. Or, yeah. This is frustrating. I'm just gonna save it and come back later. And I'm already running out of the max animation space. Not max computer space, of course, but animating space for animation. Which is another annoying thing about Krita. But, maybe I should have been doing this in baby steps. Which I kind of have been doing in baby steps, but, junk. Let's see if I can X these out. Can I just... Yeah. Well, I'll just show you guys different things I've been working on. You guys can see what I've been working on, picture-wise. Like my different personal projects. Oh! Is that, is that what I typed down? Okay, hang on. Settings, Dockers, or... I apologize if you're trying to help me. I'm a huge dumbass. So, bear with me for a second. Unless I'm supposed to search it up. Oh, no, that's script. Vom.ngl. What is that? Okay, I'll come back to it later. Anyway, I'll show my personal projects. Let's see, stickers and pins. So, I've been working on different stickers and stuff. This is my, Hello Kitty thing that, it's like, I should legally say Hello Kitty inspired. Please don't come at me, Sanrio. But, this is I want this to be, like, kind of a keychain. I don't know how I feel about the shading and the lighting here. But I do have it without the shade. I could always go back later and do something else with it. But I think it's cute. Very, very cute. Another thing which I need to scroll all the way down here for. This right here is gonna be one of my first magnum opuses for like wave of stuff. Excuse me. Of the things I'm working on. This is going to be a shaker keychain. I'm gonna put more designs on it. But it's gonna be a shaker keychain. It's gonna have the plushies in it. For the movie specifically, Dragon of Doom, they have the claw machine in there at the beginning of the movie. It's in the beginning, and I saw it, and I thought, that is a good shaker keychain idea. So, what I plan is to have all the little mini plushes that's in the movie in there, like the Lupin, the plush Lupin, the plush Jigen, the plush Goemon, and so on and so forth. And then on the back, what I want on the back, I would probably have like, I don't know, a little scenery right here. But on the back, I'm going to have like Jigen doing his crossword puzzle, sitting in his chair in the back. Which is a lot of detail. It's going to be very busy. So I need to make this kind of big, but not too big, right? I originally thought, oh, maybe I should add the different jacket colors. Because in the movie, his jacket is red. And I was just like, oh, I could do a gimmick where, you know, you use the different jacket colors. And then the different, like, parts, color schemes. And then I was just like, nah, I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to figure that out. So, I will be posting updates on that too, along with my other stuff. I should probably also promote other things I've been doing. But I have an Etsy page. Let's see, an Etsy page. I need to remember what it was called for a second, because I haven't had to open it in forever, because it's sad. It's a very sad Etsy page at the moment. Let me open it, and then I'll put it in the comment. It's gonna be hard to put in comments. Hang on. My shop. Why do I have no items listed here? Items? Okay. So, something weird happened with my stuff. We'll do... You know what? Did... My stuff... Okay, I'm not gonna do this on stream. I'm gonna fix it later. I'll share my Etsy page next time once I freaking fix everything. But I have an Etsy page. If you go on my Instagram, it'll have, which is Invader Cool _art. There's a link tree in there that should still have my Redbubble for some designs. They're not Lupin related, but I do have some stupid designs on there if you're interested. I have a TikTok page called Davy Jones _IC. Like the letters I and C. Which you can see me do dumb stuff on there if you want. Very cool, very cool. Let's see, what else can I promote? Oh yes, my comic that I will post the process of soon on YouTube. As far as character designing and world building goes. I will be posting that kind of content soon. Along with hopefully some... What else? What I also want to do on this channel is, you know, review movies, kind of, like, and not just review them, like, analyze them. Which is a very, I guess, a controversial thing on on YouTube, apparently. But, you know, kind of analyze the story, like, look at it non-biasedly, if possible, and go at it objectively. I mean, people say, you know, art is subjective, but there is amount of objectivity that goes into it, right? How do I say this? So, a bit of objectivity that comes to it. Again, we were talking of, earlier in the stream, I was talking about anatomy And how people start with anime and how that's not inherently bad to start with anime and draw what you love to draw. But it would greatly benefit you to learn anatomy, and it will make your art better. And that's the part of, kind of objectivity that goes into it. Like, what can take your art to the next level? Not necessarily in the eyes of the beholder, but, as far as quality goes, if that makes any sense. Let's see. So that's kind of what I want to do with like movies and media and books, pretty much. What else? I also kind of just want to talk about, different storytelling. Everything's losing my mind and being lost in my mind right now because I'm tired. But, let's see. I want to just talk about, different storytelling points, like, maybe, controversial things like the Mary Sue. Like, there isn't already a gazillion videos on YouTube about that, but kind of like looking at what exactly a Mary Sue is from an educational standpoint and from an objective standpoint. Are Mary Sues inherently bad? Spoiler alert for some people. I don't think they're necessarily bad, because there are some stories where people, according to the parameters that people set on what makes a Mary Sue, some characters that people love and hold dearly to their hearts fall under the category of a Mary Sue. So that's kind of what I want to talk about, and whether or not it hurts a story, or depending on what you're writing, is okay. So that's the kind of things I want to do, because I like writing, I like art. I'm not the best at art, but I feel like I'm pretty decent at kind of like pointing things out, if you know what I mean. Do you think Mary Sue's come in different categories? Yes, I do think they come in different categories. Like, they're different categories, like, again, depending on people's, like, specific parameters. But historically, and I think this is common knowledge, but also some people don't know exactly about the history of a Mary Sue. It originally came from a very old Star Trek fan fiction. And it was basically, a self-insert OC where everybody loved the OC. They wanted to get down and dirty with the OC. She solved every single problem on the ship, and, democratically, she was very physically, I think she was very physically, what's the word? She was good at fighting. And, I don't know how people posted fan fiction in a public forum back in the day, but this was back in the early days before the internet, and I think everybody posted like their fan fiction on like a magazine sort of thing, and there were so many, critics coming at this particular writer, and I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair, because it's just fan fiction and somebody, living out their personal fantasy. Which, again, if you're doing that, that's not a problem. If you're, especially if it's just fan fiction. I don't think there's a problem with doing that and living out your, personal fantasy. You post fan fiction because you're living out a fantasy and you want to see if people also enjoy that fantasy. Excuse me, I need some water. I'm getting scratchy here. Ugh. So that's the rundown of like the history. That's kind of the history of where the Mary Sue started. So people kind of use it today as a backhanded, insult, but it's also a legitimate character, a legitimate character archetype. And I think a very famous, I want to say, Mary Sue / Gary Stu type character that fits in that archetype, which people, please don't kill me when I say this. Tintin from the Adventures of Tintin. The parameters set by the modern day Mary Sue reflects, the parameters set by the original author Hergé himself, where he said he has to be, he is a Boy Scout. He has to be very, he has to be very set in, all things good and pure, as a Boy Scout type character does. There are some things that kind of like contradict that, of course, where he's not allowed to have a love interest. He's not allowed to have certain political ideals, particularly, far right ideals, and there are reasons for that, which I can talk about another time when I talk about the Adventures of Tintin specifically. But if you look at the story itself and how some stories play out, it's a very basic story. Tintin goes out, he exposes or gets the bad guy, and that's the end. And people generally, unless you're the bad guy, people generally like him. And that, I feel like he fits that archetype pretty well. But it's kind of weird because you have this, negative connotation of what a Mary Sue actually is, when sometimes it just fits the story the way you need it to. A lot of Disney characters, like a lot of Disney princesses back in the early days, definitely Mary Sue-ish, but very beloved to this day, and it fits the story well. So it's all about how you write your story and how you fit your character in. A lot of critics, I'm gonna pull out a very controversial one right here. Rey from Star Wars, the common criticism about the character specifically is that she's a Mary Sue character, which to an extent I agree, but I feel like she was supposed to meet a parameter as far as Disney goes, and they tried to, make her deep, but just how her character was written, it failed in that completely, which can be explained in the video later when I can get my thoughts right, get my thoughts to make sense. There are a lot of characters, again, that fit this archetype and are, okay there, and then there are characters that fit the archetype but do not belong there at all. And that is kind of when I want to go down in a video like that. Why do we call out, these particular Mary Sues, but we ignore the fact that it is a character archetype in it itself, and it fits what is needed for a particular story. That's the kind of one to go through in a video. Another thing I would probably like to go through in a video is, how to write a good villain, because I don't know, these days it's very hard to write a good. You'd be very hard pressed to find a well written villain, because the more you think about that villain, the more it just doesn't go. The more it just doesn't feel right. I want to definitely say Loki from the MCU ruined that, and I don't mean it in, and I don't mean Loki is a bad written villain in any way, but at least pre-Loki TV show anyway. He is a very well written villain with a very good character arc. Uh, Lotor up until, certain events from Voltron, and even Lotor from the original Voltron series goes through a very good character arc as well. But there is a need for today where people want their villains to be deep in a way, in some sort of way, to be have redeemable qualities, very very what's the word? Very relatable qualities. And there's nothing wrong with that, because depending on the story and depending on how you write the villain, it can be very well done, especially if you're going for a redemption arc. And trust me, it doesn't matter how bad the story is, I'm always a sucker for that. I'm just like, oh, good for them, I love that. Like, it doesn't... She-Ra, don't like the show, but I really like the redemption arc of... what was the bad dude's name again? I forget his name, but I liked his redemption arc, even though it's badly written. but sometimes the two-dimensional villain, or kind of the in-between villain, where they say something that makes kind of sense, but also at the same time you're just like, yeah, they're still evil. There's still a need for those, and sometimes those fit your story better. For the comic I'm writing, I have an in-between villain where they're two-dimensional, but some of their reasons... Oh, Hordak! Yes! That was his name. But the comic I'm writing is kind of in-between, where the villain is two-dimensional, and he makes some points that kind of make sense, but you're also just like, yeah, I understand how you got here, but that's not the way. I feel like the biggest issue is that writers can't humanize villains without excusing bad actions. And I agree 100% with that. That is a very big problem these days, because... I'm going to use the Loki show for an example. Major spoiler alert. I'm so sorry. Major spoiler alert. But, freaking Loki, the Loki we see in that particular show comes from the very first Avengers movie. And that is the most evil you see him. That is the height of his evil, where he just goes all in. He has committed genocide, he has committed murder, he has tricked people, he has committed atrocities against humankind in New York specifically. And so, because of Endgame, there's a timeline where he escapes, and then you have the time police and whatever, and they say, oh, he's okay now because he saw how he dies, and so he has a change of heart. That is the most exaggerated, but also very bad character arc right there. If I had to choose between two Lokis, I'd rather take the Loki that dies in Infinity War as a good example of a well-written villain that goes through a character arc, because he has gone through so much stuff. He has gone through major character changes, he's been bad, and he sees the mistakes he has made and how it's affected people. His mistakes caused his mother's death, for example. His mistakes has gotten Odin killed, and his mistakes has even brought about Ragnarok. And people can say, oh, Loki didn't start Ragnarok, but if you look streamline and kind of like look at the butterfly effect of his actions, he actually did. And he just wants, in the end, he is, tired of hiding. He feels loved by his brother Thor, who has been, kind of trying to prove to Loki, hey, you still have family. I am your brother. And this is why I love Taika Waititi's friggin', and I lost the title. I like Taika Waititi's Thor movie because and how Loki is portrayed in it, because he's still set in his ways, but he also wants to help, Thor. He's at the point now where he's just like, you know what, my battle was not with Thor. He's my brother. And it's a little too late. And he's a little too late for that, which is why Thor doesn't trust him. He has to gain Thor's trust again. And I think that's a really good, character arc for him. I like it. If you want a good example of a very popular two-dimensional villain, like unforgivably evil, Sauron from Lord of the Rings, perfect example of a well-written, well, he doesn't get a lot of screen time, but he's still pretty well written in getting across of how evil he is and what his goals are and why he's, doing this, which is, to get power. Oh, Zuko! Yes! Zuko is another perfect example. Like, him and Loki, top tier villain redemption arc. Very good. Very good. Love that. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna... Oh, wait. Would Zuko be more of an anti-hero? He was never really evil. You know what? He kind of was and he kind of wasn't. He definitely was leaning more towards the anti-hero side, but he definitely started out as a villain. Like, the beginning of the story, he's attacking the water, the water tribe, and it's not until he goes back to the Fire Kingdom to confront his family for the first time in the series, that we kind of see him like tilt more towards the anti-hero thing, cause you have anti-hero and villain. It's kind of a weird thing, cause you have villain being redeemed, because Loki after Thor kind of went through a anti-hero type phase, but I don't want to yeah, we hate Ozai in this house. But that's also kind of part of the streamline from villain to hero, So, I think every villain going through a redemption arc hits that anti-hero mark eventually. Which, it's not bad, because you kind of see them learning from their mistakes. You see them kind of still be set in their ways, like, oh, I'll be good, but then I get to have this, puzzle piece to the thing I'm doing. Or, this chess piece that I need, to complete my plans. Anyway, I should probably wrap up the stream here. I want to thank everybody who joined me in the stream today. I hope you liked this stream. I had a lot of fun doing it. It was very chill, and I was glad to talk with you guys. And I hope you like and subscribe and stick around for more because I'm very excited to do this stuff. It will be very slow at first because, again, life can be fun and I'm in the middle of, school and work and all that stuff. But, we'll always have these chill streams. I'll always try to be posting, gameplay videos. So I hope you guys have a lovely evening or morning, wherever you guys are in the world. I love you very much and have a good night.